I will not be defeated. The Argo shall rise. I have a new plan. So while I was editing this, the last video, and you know, we were looking at these, and as I was stripping this back, I wasn't really paying attention to how it was built. The other thing that I didn't do for the last video, which was a long one to sort of admit this, was I didn't have a plan. And I didn't actually realize that there are so many pieces that actually change how you build this at other shipyards. So potentially, if we can get something that flies, we'll bob over to another shipyard. Because there is a bridge there that I very much want. Very much want. Big old bridge. Much like we have on the frontier. But this... So I have a plan. First time in a long while, I know. We already have this ship here. Some of the things I'm going to strip, and the other thing that I noticed when I was editing the last couple of videos, I actually quite like these engines. Now the mobility on this is terrible. So we may need to try and figure that out a little bit. But I do like the design of these engines, so potentially we'll work one or two of these in. There's a lot here that is going to be changed. In fact, probably the whole thing is going to be changed, and I don't know how much of it will survive. But what we need to do is start building from the ground up. Building our new ship that will rise from the flames, from the ashes, I suppose, of this ship. And I'm going to start building it over here. What we didn't do last time was a sensible plan. Because I don't make plans, and I'm not very sensible. So I don't know if this is going to work. How about we have you and we get you. Okay, we get you there. That's fine. That should hopefully give me enough room, and we'll start just deleting this ship as we need. So that's strut 1. That's strut 2. So this is purely at this moment in time just to give us an idea of sizing. Because I have a plan, and hopefully you will see it very soon. Do they not connect? Ah. Potential issue. But that gives us an idea. So this is obviously going to be very rough to start with. But we need struts. That should give us enough struts. We also need a cargo bay. No, it's a bay. It's just called a bay. So I was thinking that one potentially, I mean, if you know, that could work. But that makes That would make that very, very chunky, wouldn't it? For now, we're going to go with this. Probably there. Right, so what else do we need? Docker I'll do later. Hubs. We need hubs. I still love my idea of having the armory linking into the cargo. I was going to go for a Nova. See, I've done some research. I'm going to go in for a Nova armory. Right. But I do want a bit of size onto this. So we would go landing bay, through a companionway, into the armory, and then from there, where are you? We would have a companionway like that. Yeah. And then, and this is where the fun begins. Because this companionway isn't actually going to go anywhere. Well, he's going to go up. He's not going to go anywhere else. So I'm okay with having one continuous ladder. Right? I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. The next thing that I would want to do is a mid there and a mid there. So off here, what if we did oh, hold on, let's get the infirmary and stuff sorted first. So again, having a little look around, I want a Demos infirmary. How did I build this in my head? This is purely from a narrative point of view. I think an infirmary needs to right, that's how I did it. So we ditch that, bump you forward. Let's just for now, let's tag all of those and we bump you forward. So you would go back there. Infirmary. We get rid of them. And then obviously I would want a workbench down here as well. Now workbench, we were going to go, or workshop, we were going to go Stroud. I'm mixing it up a little bit. And again, so you can start to see how everything links in through this core, this middle of the ship, is companionways. Right? So that is the start there. We would then have that isn't how I was doing it, was it? I wanted to know. Again, purely just focusing on the bottom. It's under S. Structural. I was looking for probably sticking with Stroud. Braces. No, it wasn't Stroud. No, it was Stroud. So braces don't actually go anywhere, do they? So I would throw braces there. Again, everything is funneled through this centerpiece. Grav drive. I can't remember which one we had. It was a good one. It was that one, wasn't it? Grav drive is there. And the reactor... It was a 27 we had. What was that, 26? Oh, that's not terrible. The repair rates vary from... Yeah, okay, so we want a C reactor, don't we? We want that dog star. Right. So that is going to go there. For now, that might change. That very much might change. But that's that bit in. I also wanted a shielded cargo. And that bad boy, very bad boy, is gonna just slot in there, right? So that's where we are with those. Now, the other thing that I was wanting to do was pad this out a little bit. I'm not sure that's gonna work. The only access point is there. I would love on console to be able to change access points or close things off or do something on console to enable us to do this. But I can't. And it very much frustrates me. We're not done with cargo, so don't worry so far. Oh, Grav. Oh, Habs. I mean, again, really what I want is to block off. What will happen if I do what I was going to do here is it's all going to connect in onto that. And I don't want that. So what I might have to do is that. This is all Stroud stuff. So, where was the... Doesn't work for me, that. Yeah. For now, I'm alright with that. You see, what we've done is... Actually, no, because the bridge that I have in mind, that isn't going to work. So let's... Because we want this bridge for now, you will not let me put that anywhere. Makes sense, right? That makes sense. I'm okay with that. So what's going to be the easiest way to do this? Because the next thing that I wanted to do was hubs. We already have our infirmary. I want a control room. I want living quarters. Go living quarters. The TIO. I only want the mid living quarters. Right? That. Gonna go there. I'm gonna put another one. No, I wasn't. That feeds into that. Feeds into a companionway. I know what I've done wrong. I have another one of them. So I have another one of them. Yeah, you can go there for now. Right, and you see where we're going with this. That can go on there to start to finish this off and pull all of this together. So we have the workshop, companionway. Let's ditch them for a second. That can go. Tile living quarters. Does this need connectors? Yes, it does. So living quarters gives us 2 passenger slots. That would go there. That drops down there, which leads into there. Get rid of you for a second. Right, so we would go landing bay through the armory. So the armory is key to this, because the armory should be, and this is again Mass Effect thinking, right? But the armory is the last place you visit before you leave for a mission. You leave the ship, board another ship. Because of that, you should run through the armory into an infirmary, right? So if something goes wrong, if you need to get back on board, you run straight through the armory, you're into the infirmary. Off the back of the infirmary, I'm trying to apply a little bit of logic here, because it makes it much more challenging for me, but it makes it much more fun as well. So then from the infirmary, you have these branching areas. Again, so far, there is no ladders in this build. Right? That branches out into the workshop. And then down here, we're going to have 2 living quarters, because passengers and things. And then they're going to go on. And then from this, we're going to have workshop that will lead into probably a TIO for the bottom with connectors. Science lab. And then again, we're going to connect on our TIO landing gear. Fully expect to have to put more landing gear on this, but so far we're getting our ship. Right? So we have 2 living quarters, we have the armory, we have the infirmary, we have the workshop, and we have the science lab. I want a control room, I want a computer core, and I want a captain's quarters. So it was a Hope Tech computer core. Again, this is more just for variation, I think. Computer core. Hope Tech. I wanted a Stroud control room. And I wanted a TIO. Probably a top. I want one of them anyway. But probably a top. 2 by. Captain's quarters. Okay. So, how does this all fit together? I hear you say. Good question. The computer core will go there. The control room will go there. The bridge that I have in mind is a big bridge. That will go there and there. And right now, we need a little bit of filler I don't know if this is going to let me do what I want to do. At this very moment, because it's kind of a little bit faffy. Doesn't work. That's fine. That's fine. I wasn't expecting that to work, but I just saw it and thought, oh, spur of the moment. Where would it be? Is Demos the only one that does it? It looks like they are. Pull A. Pull A. Reactor. That doesn't work either. Alright, let's shunt the reactor forward. Which again I'm fine with. Give me a duplicate of that. Bump you back. So again, the only ladders on the ship are to go up to this level at the minute from here. When we get the bridge that I want, I believe, from what I've seen, the bridge has 6 connectors on the back because it's a 3 wide bridge. That bridge will go on there. At the minute I don't have that bridge. I'm stuck with this one. Are you going to let me do that? Apparently you are. Very nice. Right, okay, so that's good. That's good. How am I feeling? See, here's the thinking, right? Oh, you know what? We can do this so much better. We can do this so much better. You can probably see the kind of thing I'm trying to emulate here. That. How long is that? That's fairly long, so we could probably actually... But I like that. With the control station, I do like the interior of that bridge as well. The control station doesn't... What if we... We do that, and a computer core could go there, and again these struts and things, they actually block off a lot of these bulky bits that are left behind, so obviously we have stuff to fill in there. That's pretty much everything that I would want. That's got crew stations. That's got a crew station. That's 4 passenger slots. The armory has passenger slots as well, apparently. I didn't know that. Have the workshop and that there. So the next thing to do... The reactor would have to connect onto something at the back. But you could go there, grav drive. Right. I do want a captain's quarters. And I'd need something for you to connect onto. Get rid of that. What if... That's living quarters, right? Yeah, that's living quarters. So what if the captain's quarters... Instead of building for a bridge that we might have in the future, we build for something now. The captain's quarters can go there. You know what I was kind of thinking with this though? We have 2 of the shielded cargoes there and there. Things can go on top of that, so that's not the end of the world. And then I can have other cargo here. If I wanted. Right? And obviously engines and things need to come into play. Let's get rid of you for now. So I would very much like... my reactor there. To do that, I would need something there to put it in place. And that would need to connect onto a companionway. Right. So what if those 2 bits shunt back undo. Give me that companionway and we just spread this out a little bit. So we still only have 1 ladder leading there. But we could do... It is starting to take shape. Like, it might not sound like it, but it is starting to take shape. We could do a companionway there. And the bridge would go there, tentatively. What did the bridge connect onto here? That. Same idea then. And the pipes kind of works, but instead of pipe, actually the pipes work really well, don't they? Yeah, they did really work. But instead of that strut there... No, I don't like pipes. Remember, I don't like pipes. What if we had something like... Is there any other spines? Don't like pipes, remember? And then it's what goes into the back of that is the question. There must be something. Surely there's something. So we could do that. But that other one just fits so perfectly. For some reason, I really like how that works. Right, there we go, solved that problem. And we can put a weapon on there. Maybe missile pods or something. So what was that attached to? Here's the other thing that I'm now thinking. We'd need the other one of that as well. So, Habs, constantly going back to the drawing board and starting again with these ideas. But I am enjoying this. It was a Tayo, wasn't it? Tayo Captain Quarters. So it would be a Tayo... top. And then it would be a Tayo top. It's quarters. Fit there, and that just pulls that further back a little bit. Yeah. Is our reactor in place? Our reactor isn't in place. So that would be fine, and the reactor would go... What's that? That's the back end of the infirmary. What if the grav drive was off the back of the reactor? Does that work? Where's the grav drive in this? The reactor's there. Grav drive is out the back. Alright, well I can't do that with this. Well, no, I can't do that with this. So while I'm thinking about that, let's look at structural stuff. I think it's Stroud. That has a connector on the back, doesn't it? Yeah. No, it was definitely, I'm sure it was Stroud. That wasn't what I was thinking it was. Is it Hope Tech? No, it was that. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, you see. Because we can put weapons on this as well. But we're still not done. Because we need cargo, don't we? I mean, that is just a chunk, isn't it? What's the weight difference? I mean, the weight difference is 60, but it gives you a lot more space. So let's have one of them. There. We still have our 2 shielded, which is going to be crucial. Docker. kind of want this off the armory though. But then we're running into more stairs and ladders and stairs and ladders. Let's have it there, because you could pop into the armory and then you could go off the docker. Right. Okay, so now what we need to start to do is to finish this inside bit off. Am I at a point where I can just get rid of the ship now? And we can get these engines back if we want them. I'm not sure if they're good enough. But if I get rid of all of this, weapon mounts and things are really going to come into play. Weapons are probably going to be down the inside, is what I'm thinking. I wish it was easy to get rid of all this stuff. I'm just spamming buttons. We do need... we do need fuel next, probably, and a shield. These things, like windows and things, I can add at a later date. Right, okay, so what are we missing? Too few engines and we need a fuel tank. So let's address the fuel tank. I mean, it's heavy, but that's 400. What I was sort of thinking is to have it hidden. Mind you, it's not going to get blown up, is it? But still, let's have it hidden. So we want one there. And I want one there. Yeah, that gives me a good chunk of fuel. It must give me a good chunk of fuel. It's giving me 800 fuel. Shield. Let's do the easy stuff first. There isn't any good shields in here. So what I think I'm going to do is that one. And again, we're going to be a little sneaky. We're going to pop that there. What I would like is something like that. That isn't going to work, but Stroud must have something. Just out of interest. It makes it very chunky, doesn't it? Is there a slimmer version of that? That isn't what I wanted, but I don't know why it's green. That might do. Just adds a bit of finish, but have they got... Anything slim? No. I mean, that could work. Does that have stuff that detaches underneath? No. So that would very much only be finishing off that little area, and then under there we could have, I mean, God knows what. I don't think that works. Demos must have. Oh, we could run them. We could run them. No. No. I mean, it might work. Potentially. Because we can drop some weapons on them. Does that look weird from underneath? Not necessarily. It looks big. Right, Dockers, because I have a feeling these are Tayo, aren't they? Where was it? Are these Stroud? Doesn't fill. That's too much. What are you? Nova computer. I specifically picked Nova, didn't I? What if we did that? You can weapons on the sides there. Part of the problem is how ladders connect in this game. So I'm trying so hard to avoid ladders. Which is really sad. No, I'm not done. Nose cap. Which looks better? Absolutely not that. I mean, that's sort of the general shape that I was wanting. In my head, just out of interest, how does this look? What are they called? Gear? Oh. Interesting. So what I could do with that, potentially, is... There's a Nova Armory. So let's just stick with the Nova Armory idea. They would run along the ship. We'd have that there. Ship doesn't have to be symmetrical. My plan was something like that, obviously with a bridge component that I don't have. It was something like that, but that doesn't... It doesn't look as menacing as I sort of envisioned with the stuff that I have available right now. So if I have that there, we can get this stuff back. That was the armory. And then off the back of the armory, because the armory is only going to connect to that landing bay, right? Nothing else is going to connect to the landing bay. So I could do that. And we have, I don't know, like something like that as a base, right? That gives you a load of dockers that are under the ship that is still... It isn't overly finished, but we might be able to get around that. And the core things that I wanted, the armory and the infirmary, are connected and they are under each other. So you could then take something like a companionway. In fact, you could do that. So you have armory, landing bay, companionway, infirmary. And then you could take another... That's not a mid, is it? That... Let go. That is a mid. So you could then put the mid there, and along these struts I should probably get a picture of the bridge up that I was thinking of, shouldn't I? But you could do that, right? So you've got your hubs and things there, and then on this side you would again do that. So everything is symmetrical. Living quarters, living quarters. This works. This works. With the idea of the bridge that I was wanting, this works. So then that would go there. What I would probably do is grav engine there. I would sneak a shielded cargo in there, and I would have the captain's quarters. Alright, it might not be safe to be above the reactor, but, well, we're 11 high. Right, okay, let's drop down quite a bit. So you've got your captain's quarters at the top where it should be, and you can apply things on top of it. You have got your companionway, which is the core one ladder that runs up the middle of the ship, right? Actually, we could do this even better. Could we? Because the bridge would go there. I would want the bridge to connect to this area. You would just have another companionway. So the bridge would be slap bang at the front of the ship, right? And it would connect there and there, so you can go from the bridge down that way, or from the bridge down that way, crew quarters at the back, or you could run along the spine to the captain's quarters, which is where TOD sleeps, obviously. But then at the back of the ship, and this would all be interconnected, but it would just be one ladder. You've got the infirmary, you've got the armory. That could work. And we can get rid of them, because the more I look at them, the more I don't like them. In fact, what we could do... we could take that. Put it there. We can take that. Put it there. That finishes it off. Nothing else needs to connect there. Our reactor can drop in there. We can run something along the spine here. Even connect it there. So that would go. That would go. That would go. That would go. I'm liking this. I am actually liking this. I would potentially... because the bridge would go flat up against that. You could do that. 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 Ooh, you'd probably do that. And that gives some cover for the reactor. It gives you a solid spine. I still like this. It depends how the bridge would look there, is the question on that front. I think we need to go and get this bridge, don't we? That is just an extra bit. Okay, so we do have a little bit of room down here. The fuel... oh, could it? Apparently the fuel can just stick in there right now. It's not going to stay there, believe me, but that is fine. This... God, I have just lost that piece, haven't I? I have lost that piece. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come back up. Go there. Where is it? Oh god, it's so low. It is so low down. That'll do. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, okay. In fact, that is just structural stuff, right? So all of this can just be added at any point. Shield definitely wants to go on. The shield... for now can go there. The bridge... can go there. This looks bad. absolutely admittedly, this looks bad. Right, I know. Let's go down to 0. I accept that it looks bad, but this is also unfinished. Right? And we even have options of pulling this out. No, we don't. Because if we pulled this out 1... Maybe. Depends what the bridge looks like. Maybe. Look, to make this fly, I just need to sort out the mobility. So let's stick some engines on it, see how much this is going to cost me. I quite like them. I mean, they're not what I would want. Mobility 7. What we could actually do. Ditch that idea. Do they not fit like that? Yeah, they do. Are they any good? They seem okay. Too much engine. Unattached modules. It's fine. It does. It does. All it needs to do is do. And it does. Remember, not finished. That's better. How does that attach? That would attach on the back. $63. And it does. I am burning. That is all of my money. I can't afford weapons on this thing. Ooh, this is pricey. I'm gonna have to sell some of my contraband. Hey, actually, like last time, we got to this point and I was just so defeated. I was like, it broke my heart a little bit. I have 45, I have about 30 grand to spend. What's the fire rate on that? It's slow. I don't necessarily need. I don't have as much as I thought. I have 3,000. I have 3,000. Oh, that's pushing it. Look, this ship is a work in progress, right? Yeah, that's what this one's going to be called. A work in progress. We already have the bay. I like how this works. What's the error? Unassigned weapons. Let's assign you to that. Let's ignore the warnings. It has a massive cargo. Not everything is perfect. I am wasting a lot of money doing this. But this is... This is a work in progress. I fully believe with another 200k, I will be able to make this ship look like something, fly like something, and shoot like something else. But you know, when you custom build a car, well, let's say you buy an old beaten up '69 Mustang, right? Let's go big. Let's go the dream, right? You buy an old beaten up '69 Mustang. It needs a lot of work. It basically needs rebuilding again. It's going to take you a little bit of time to accumulate the funds, to accumulate the parts, to beat the panels back into shape, you know? This is the kind of project that we're on here. I have just spent all of almost 250,000 credits on this. Oh, Christ. It is something. It's a work in progress.
Oh, you keep this up and your ship will be the envy of all.
Right, so we haven't touched the frontier. The frontier is fine for now, right? So what if we go? Crimson Fleet Captain. How would I do it? Shipbuilder. Flight check. Rename ship. Now it has a name. You what? Builder. Flight check. Rename. Rename. Cargo. Confirm. Accept. Why is it not? Why is it not? Ship builder. Flight check. Rename ship. Rename. Argo. Confirm. Confirm. Accept. What is this crap, Bethesda? Right, okay. Just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. She's long. I want to see how the hab situation is. For the end of this video, they're big engines. They're not necessarily what we're going to stick with, because I do like the engines on the Frontier. I am way overloaded. Just moving makes it worse. Oh, this is quite nice. I'm going to have to Google why renaming doesn't work, or restart the game or something. Okay, so we come in. We're greeted by a ladder. That is the docker. But we have mannequins where I can actually put armor on display. We have weapon stacks. Out of interest, it says it moves everything across, right? So if I go cargo hold, clearly moves everything across because that was in the glass container. So was Deadeye. Right, okay, so it does strip everything out of the ship. That's fine. We have 1, 2, 3 weapon racks. We have a couple of lockers. That might have to change. We might go back to the drawing board on that. I like that little addition there with the lamp. That's quite cool. We would then go through a little bit more weapon storage. Takes us to the companionway and our only ladder, true ladder, on the ship that I can remember. A little bit of storage. Takes us into the infirmary, which has 2 beds. Perfect. I don't know why that's on here. Oh, I can pick that up. I can piss off. We have our pharmaceutical machine there. I'm guessing that's some sort of workstation. Fair enough. We have all the equipment that an infirmary... And this is like, if you get injured, infirmary... This isn't to get you healed up. This is either so you can end recovery here, or we can keep you alive while we get you somewhere where you can get the help you need. Right, we also have our research lab. Which I don't think I can progress any of this stuff with. Apparently I can. Not much. Okay, so that's infirmary, so you would go straight through. Even if you could just flip that ladder round. Even if the ladder was there and you could actually choose which way the ladder went, that would be so much better. But okay, that's cool. And then we obviously have our one ladder. So let's head up. This does go all the way up. So let's go all the way up. Yeah, okay, nice and tidy. This is the captain's quarters. Not very clean. We have our navigation console. We have the captain's bed. Little desk area. Computer there. Other consoles. This is why I wanted this one, because it has a giant coffee machine, which would obviously get abused if I was here, and caffeine. Is that the chemical symbol for caffeine? I love it. We have a very... is there a door? Fancy. I was going to say, we have a very open toilet. Is that the shower? Really? Right, well this might have to change. Coffee machine is good. That shower is atrocious. Yeah, I ain't living with that. This obviously takes us to our bridge, which we've seen before, but we'll have a quick look. This bridge is going to change. This ladder won't be here. The companionway might not even be here. Depends how we end up building it. But that brings you right up to, I'm guessing, science officer's desk. And then just crew. Loads of crew spacing and a big open viewpoint from the captain's seat, which is cool. I do like this. If I was going to keep this bridge, I'd be quite happy to. We'd have to rejig how things work, but I'd be quite happy to keep it. But that's going to go, right? So that won't actually be a ladder. So we're still only on with our one ladder, one true ladder. Try that again. So this is our other level. This is the main housing level. Sarah?
What can I help you with?
So we would go this way, again, straight into crew area. Is that meant to be another bed? Potentially. Looks like it's bunk beds. That one's not got a pillow. But we have bunk beds there. And again, that is repeated here. So exactly the same. Two crew areas. There's a little gym section here, which is cool. Little seating, eating area, whatever. We have galley kitchen, where we can make our alien jerky and all this stuff. This is cool. And again, there's a repeated one there if we want it. Basically, it's 2 extra pots of coffee on the boil, isn't it? And then we go in through. This is is it the computer console room? I think. Bit of storage there. I don't know why you can't use any of these computers. This is...
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
We can do that. That's fine. Yeah, it makes sense that she's in here, actually. System error, that's not... I mean, the ship is half built, so... Yeah, no, this is nice. I like this one. Obviously, seating and things. There's a workstation there. There's a workstation there. That's
so much better than Dad's. Like a lot.
And it's not even finished yet. We don't even have the new air freshener from the dealer yet. That's probably going to be Cora's desk. I'd guess. That's where all the main work's going to be done. And that's just an area. Yeah, okay, so that gives us enough crew area. These are nice size, nice. Like, I don't feel like I'm tripping over this ladder in this hole here. That's cool. And then we go through to down the back here, the workstations. We should have everything. Weapons, spacesuit, industrial, and then the research station, which is duplicated, but it doesn't really matter. So that's fine. So we have... Oh, we have a cutter crate as well. Can I not put my cutter in there? Obviously not. Maybe if I store it in the ship, it'll show up there. That's kind of cool. And then we have... Is this a science lab? Which is another pharmaceutical lab. Does that make sense? Potentially. I would imagine the one down in the infirmary is for like A&E, super quick medicine stuff, whereas this is other things, maybe? And then this takes you down to another little crew area, which is the battle station. I think.
Got something for me?
They're bolted in, nice. There must be strong bolts. I like this. I don't mind this at all. What we could do as well, once the bridge is connected up, because of how the bridge operates.
Hey.
Do you need something?
Because of how the bridge operates, we could maybe get rid of that. Because the bridge has stairs of its own and it is a two-tier bridge. So that would even just then be one ladder. Potentially. We can play around with that. Yeah, I like this. I like most of these hubs. It's nice to actually put them together and see them. Yes, it's cost me a lot of money. I don't put a lot of stock in money in this game because you get it so readily. And I obviously, as you can tell, I'm overloaded, right? I've got a lot of stuff in the ship as well. This ship is overloaded as well. Do I have a skill point to spend? No. Wait, I don't like that, so we can play around with that. I'm even half tempted to move that over there. But I like the core layout of this. And we have a little ramp for Vasco to come up. Yeah, that works.
I attempted an informal greeting.
Yeah, this is the bare bones. This is the skeleton of this ship. You better not be coming for my contraband. I am going to modify it. I like the idea of that being there, but jeez, you're shafting me. Let's pop it there. Let's see what that does. So we would go up in. I quite like that as well. Much easier. Up, in, straight through. Yeah, I like it. Into the companionway, and that ladder is where I hoped it would be. Yeah, that's so much better. So much better. On the whole, I like it. Like I said, there's amendments and things that we can do.
Captain.
It is not finished. As it stands, it is only a 3 wide. It will be wider by the time that we're done. And even. If we think about it. Is there a way that we could drop it and have it on two levels? So, well, I don't know why I'm doing that with the camera. That's my hand's just twitching. Is there a way that we could? I like this. I really like this. I think this is big. This is open. This feels spacious. It feels nice. We can't test it yet because we have no money. But what if we did?
Captain, hello.
What if we did?
I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Because that I'm not so in love with these. So what if we did? Definitely wants to be that infirmary. I don't know if that. How would that work? Because I like having this core spine here on the ship. I like that. But then again, that could potentially be changing and becoming less ladders to being one. And if that is the case, that could go anywhere. And we have a rear
when the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We could have a rear. It's weird doing it this way, but the infirmary would stay down here. The armory would stay down here. But instead of having them as they are in a straight line, they could be infirmary, companionway, infirmary, companionway, armory, and then off the companionway we could have potentially, and this would mean we're rejigging this stuff, but that's not a problem. Off the companionway we would have the landing bay, but out the back. Because I think the docker has to be off a companionway for it to not mess up the floor plan of the other hubs, to me. I think. Because it's nice this coming off the side, but with this coming off the side, I can't actually do anything with this. I can't have any continual finishing on this edge, because that has to open up. If you see what I mean. And under that same idea, I am stuck with these struts. Whereas we could in some way of finishing off the outside and the exterior, we have external struts. Or we have a mix of external struts and these inlaid struts at the bottom. Lots to think about. Lots to think about. Again, lots of money we need to make back. But I like how the light reflects off the canopy. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. I'm liking these ideas. A bridge there would just finish it off, wouldn't it? The big 3x... I don't know what it is, 3x3 bridge, 3x2 bridge. Would just finish that. If I had the money, I'd take you to see it now, but I can't afford to buy it. Don't really want to fly that ship around. We're getting there, we're making progress, we're getting something. I'm pissed off I can't change that name. Let's try it while it's the home ship. Flight check. Rename. Argo. Confirm. Exit. Accept. No, we can't do it. I don't know why that doesn't work. Yeah, so if... Well, in fact, we could do it, couldn't we? I could show you what I was thinking, and then we just cancel it. How would this work? Because I kind of like my shielded cargo. Well, actually... wouldn't actually be a problem, would it? This camera's terrible. Just as a proof of concept, let's shift that over there. And let's shift that over there. So what we'd have is the camera behaving itself. No. So the infirmary would go there. The armory would go there. That then directly links onto that. Which isn't what I would want. What if? It feels weird doing this from underneath. Can we not flip that? No, we can't. That's the one that we had in... So So we could do something like that. Or that. That doesn't work either. But that kind of idea, right? So we have that running down the middle. Or because there's nothing there. What if that went there? I can't afford to do this because I'm flat broke. But we could have that there. No way, can you? No, you can't. I thought we could phase the camera through to get an idea of what it actually looked like. That'd have been really cool if you could zoom in and then follow the camera through the doors, and just, even if you couldn't change anything, even if it was just take a whistle stop tour and have a little look. You can't. It's... No, you can't. It just fades out. Ah, that's annoying. I thought I'd found a sneaky thing. But that kind of idea, where we have, you know, the armory... Oh, I don't know. I don't know how we'd do it. That would maybe head back. Oh, back to however it was. I don't know how it was. Insufficient funds, cancel modification. Yeah, that kind of idea, right? So that we can just make the sides look a little bit more symmetrical and actually finish them off and give them a more sleek and menacing look. Maybe something like that. That might be nice. But as you can tell, I don't have the money for this. Let's change ship. Let's go back to this. The original Blackbird. I mean, even those stabilizers would probably be workable. There she is. The ship that flies and shoots and also cost me a lot of money. But what I'd probably end up doing is selling that. How much is that worth? 50. I wouldn't sell the Razor Leaf. What I want to do with the Razor Leaf actually is tweak it, change some things, but keep the core. That's a reactor? Oh, cool. Keep the core concept alive, but maybe just change a few things. What is that? It is a tile, yeah. So maybe we go with that, because that is quite a nice landing bay. I love these engines. I need to know where I can get those engines. We now have Starship Design Rank 3. Because on very little power, she's a fast ship. Yeah, we could maybe mimic those engines and that landing gear. Because there's nothing else special about this, is there? No. Options. Lots of options. That's our home ship? Yes, it is. I need to go make some more money. And then we'll be back with finishing off the Argo and maybe renaming it, if the game will let me. I actually think we've broken the back of this. I think we're getting somewhere. It might be many hours into it and a few failed attempts and a work in progress. But this is what this game is about, right? There's different things for different people. Hey, guys, just wait. You think building a ship's hard. Wait till we get to actually building an outpost, and then building more outposts, and connecting them, and trying to do... Yeah, but there's so much. There's so much going on. It's utterly insane.